Welcome back. If it is joined us to watch the news at 10, coming to you live from Lagos. Here a rundown of our major stories tonight. Department of State Services warns of possible terror attacks on parks and places of worship during Eid al-Fitr celebrations. Governor Okezie-Ikpeazu vows to seek justice following INEC's confirmation that it received his appeal against a High Court ruling which sacked him from office. Factional leader of the PDP, Ali Modu Sharif, gets injunctions stopping the Ahmed McCarthy faction from holding governorship primaries in Edo and Ondo states. And gunmen take hostages after storming a popular cafe in the diplomatic area of the Bangladeshi capital, Dhaka. Just a reminder here that all our top stories can be found on our websites, channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Do visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on a mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. Go a step further now and interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature in the Channels TV app. If you have pictures or videos you'd like to share with us, tap the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
So let's take a look at some of the pictures that you sent into our Eyewitness portal. Let's begin with this one, sent in from Hadija area in Jigawa State. It shows a flooded road. Eyewitness reporter calls on state authorities to construct larger drains. Our next photo was sent in from Anyocha South local government area of Delta State. We see a dilapidated road. Our Eyewitness reporter wants the government to fix it. We're coming down to the southwest where we see a photo from Ado-Ekiti in Ekiti State capital showing people on a queue waiting to buy cooking gas. Our witness reporter says cooking gas is becoming scarce in the area. This photo is from Fastac Town here in Lagos. It shows another bad road. Our witness reporter is appealing to the government to repair it. Our journey stops in Gowon Estate where this picture comes from. It shows another bad road. Our reporter is asking government of the day to pay attention to this road and fix it.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Workers and students of the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State today trooped out to jubilation following the dissolution of the institution's governing council. The staff and students say it is a victory for the redemption of the integrity of the institution, which over the past few weeks has been hit by the crisis, trailing the selection process of a new vice-chancellor.
Workers at the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, in Osun State, dancing and singing victory songs following the federal government's dissolution of the governing council of the institution and the suspension of a selection process that brought Professor Ayobami Salami into office as the vice-chancellor, pending the court's verdict. It is the anticlimax of a crisis that enveloped the institution over various allegations of corruption against the immediate past vice-chancellor of the university, Professor Bamitale Omoli, which had stalled academic activities in the university. Chairman of the Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities at the university, Ademola Oketunde, says the decision of the federal government is an indication that the Buhari administration is totally committed to the fight against corruption.
It really shows that the government, the president is sincere about fighting against corruption, because that is our major problem. And the president has really displayed that he's a man that is very transparent, is a man of unquestionable character, is a man of unquestionable integrity, and is a real leader, because we forwarded a lot of documents, and I believe that the administration and the council also forwarded. But at the end of the day, he has actually come out, because the truth will definitely prevail at the end of the day.
However, like Oliver Twist, the staff are asking for more from the federal government. This time, a panel of inquiry to look into alleged abuse of office by the immediate past administration of the institution.
As the saying goes, that he who pays the piper dictates the tune, we have no choice than to abide by the instruction that came from the presidency through the Honorable Minister of Education, that we should suspend all the processes that led to the appointment of any substantive vice chancellor. We are happy about that, because first and foremost, we want peace on our campus. The two sides want peace, only that the ways and manners of our approach differ.
The Non-Academic Staff Union, Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, and students of OAU, Ile-Ife, had in the last 3 weeks embarked on a daily peaceful protest against the Governing Council, an action which led to the emergence of Professor Salami as the substantive Vice Chancellor of the university.
Let's join Gloria now in Abuja for more on the news at 10. Hi, Gloria, and happy 21st.
Hello, Marachi. Good to see you, and welcome to Abuja, the nation's capital. The federal government of Nigeria says it has renegotiated the contract for the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Railway project. During a contract signing ceremony in Abuja, the Minister of Transport, Honorable Chibuike Amechi, revealed that the contract was reviewed from $11.9 billion agreed with the administration of former President Goodluck Jonathan to $11.1 billion. The reduction in contract sum is attributed to a drop in prices of key materials such as steel, among others. On the funding of the project, the minister assured that funding would not pose any hindrance to the smooth commencement and final completion of the project. It will be recalled that the project was part of the controversial points during the budget impasse between the executive and legislature earlier in the year.
This contract was awarded by the President Goodluck Jonathan's regime at $11.97 billion. When we took over as Ministry of Transport, we negotiated and succeeded in reducing the contract sum from 11.917 to 11.17, right? Or 117. Prices of commodities, steel, and other things have come down, and there was a need to, from our negotiation, to also bring down the price of the business. So this gathering today is to sign same contract but different price this time, to make it legal from that 11.917 to 11.117.
Well, heavy rains have destroyed property worth millions of naira, and thousands of families have been rendered homeless in Yola, the Adamawa state capital. The state's deputy governor, Mr. Martins Babale, who made an on-the-spot assessment of the affected areas, promised that government will ensure that steps are taken to prevent a reoccurrence.
Thousands of families were rendered homeless and property worth millions of naira were destroyed following a heavy downpour in the early hours of yesterday in Yola, the Adamawa state capital. The communities affected include Shagari Low Cost, Yode Pate, Bachure, Jambutu, Damilu and Damare, all in Yola South local government area.
Old women, our children, this morning they couldn't go to school. You see, if you take this one, it's about 1.5 kilometers away. Every house on this road is damaged. We couldn't eat this morning. This is even in the state capital. When you go to the rural areas, the farms are gone, the houses are gone, businesses are suffering. So really, this is where I'm so disturbed about this and we need some help.
The Deputy Governor, Martins Babali, has visited the affected areas for an on-the-spot assessment and to sympathize with the residents.
This is the first heavy rainfall we took so far. And of course, we are going around to see what of them. The government is going to hurriedly work on the drainage system. But the most important thing is to plead with the federal government to come to our aid. This damage is just too much.
Other local government areas affected by the downpour include Lamrude, Demsa, Numan and Gire local government areas. Also, farmlands have been washed away and villages submerged by floodwater.
The Acting Inspector General of Police, Mr. Ibrahim Idris, has deployed a tactical operation unit comprising the Police Mobile Force, the Counter-Terrorism Unit, with the backup of an air surveillance team to flush out vandals and other criminal elements operating in Arepo and Ibafo areas of Ogun State. According to a statement from the police force headquarters in Abuja, the deployment is to ensure that normalcy returns to the areas in record time. The IGP also says the Nigeria Police Force will not watch any criminal group or groups take the law into their hands. He therefore authorized the unit to deal decisively with anyone who constitutes an enemy of the state, while asking law-abiding citizens of the area to go about their normal businesses. In another development, the Nigeria Police Force has arrested one Aloysius Ebiniko, said to be the kingpin of the armed gang that abducted and murdered Colonel Samaila Inusa on March 27, 2016 in Kaduna State. When the news at 10 returns, Nigeria's manufacturing sector gets a boost as Purchasing Managers Index edges up slightly from 48.2 posted in May to 50.2 in June. Well, that's in business news. Please join us again.